Hello and a very warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about the real estate market in Manchester, UK, and give you 10 reasons why I think it could be a good place to put your money in the real estate market. But before I begin, I would urge you to watch my video 10 dangers of buying real estate in England and Wales. I think that's very useful if you want to buy property in England and Wales, and indeed in other parts of the UK as well. I will link the video below. Anyway, let's get going. Number one is population growth. So if we take the metropolitan area of Manchester, the population in 2000 was 2,345,000. But by 2020, this had increased to 2,750,000. But more important, in the future, it is expected to grow to more than 3 million by 2035. And this is amazing news for the real estate market in Manchester. And I want to talk specifically about the city centre, which is absolutely booming. So population here increased by 149% between 2002 and 2015. And in terms of city centre growth, it is by far the best in the UK, ahead of the likes of Liverpool, Birmingham and Leeds. And it's still growing by around 5,000 each year and is expected to reach more than 100,000 by 2025. Number two, I want to talk about Manchester being a powerhouse of the north. So Manchester metro area actually has an economy which is bigger than the size of Wales. And also globally, it is renowned for a number of sectors such as life sciences, manufacturing, fintech, digital and tech as well. And many multinationals have a presence in Manchester, including the likes of Google and IBM. Number three, very important, I want to talk again about population, but this time that Manchester has an amazingly youthful population. The median age here is only 30, and that is fantastic when you compare it to the rest of the UK, which is actually over 40. This is great for the rental market. Number four, I want to compare Manchester with London. Now, whilst the average salaries in London net are 40% higher than Manchester, the city centre on property in London is about 200% more expensive than the city centre of Manchester. And even outside the city centre in London, it's 130 to 140% more expensive than Manchester. And this does put Manchester in a good light. And look at the yields as well. The yields in Manchester are much higher than in London. Number five, I want to talk about the increasing visitor numbers, but not only from other parts of the UK. I want to talk about international visitors as well, international tourists to Manchester. Now, in 2019, a lot of people will probably not believe this, but when it comes to towns and cities, Manchester is actually in third place for international visitors, only behind Edinburgh and London. Number six, I want to talk about the excellent transport links. So if we take rail, the rail links are amazing to other parts of the country from Manchester, and you can be in London in just 2 hours. And Manchester Airport is the largest UK airport outside London. Manchester also has an excellent bus and tram system, but there's no underground. And how many airports in the UK, going back to the airports, fly to more than 220 destinations? Number seven, let's talk about property prices and yields. Now, the average property price in Manchester is 209,000 as of September 2021. And this is actually a drop of 4% in under 3 months. So this could be a good time to buy in Manchester. And also the yields are very good. So we're talking on average 6.5% to 7% gross. Now compare that again. I want to go back to the point I made comparing to London. In London, the average is only about 3 to 3.5%. Now, number eight, I want to talk about the student rental market scene. So Manchester has 5 leading UK universities. And in particular, the University of Manchester is considered one of the best worldwide. It's actually in the top 30. And this is good if you want to buy a property in Manchester and rent it out. Number 9, I want to talk about the regeneration of the city. So a number of regeneration projects have happened and are still happening in the city of Manchester. And let's briefly mention 5. So you've got Spinningfields project, which is 1.5 billion. You have Noma, Media City UK in Salford, Arwick and St John's. Number 10, I want to talk about Manchester really being a livable city. So in 2021, the Economist Intelligence Unit voted Manchester as the most livable city in the UK. And Manchester does have a thriving nighttime scene as well. So you've got plenty of bars, restaurants and nightclubs in Manchester. And Manchester too has 2 renowned football teams. So Manchester City and Manchester United are 2 of the biggest football teams in the world. Although I'll add, I don't support either team. But again, Ronaldo has agreed to rejoin Manchester United. So if it's good enough for Ronaldo, it's good enough for many people, right, to come and live. Now, as with all my other videos, there are disadvantages of buying in Manchester. So prices are very reasonable at around 209,000, as we said, but Liverpool is a cheaper city to buy in. So if you're on a more limited budget, Liverpool may be a better option. And the UK as a whole, I have been saying, the debt levels in the UK have been growing. So it's now total government debt to GDP is over 100%, and taxes have been rising in the UK too. So corporation tax will increase from 19% to 25%, and other taxes such as the UK national insurance will be rising next year as well. And if the opposition party were to get in power, then we'd see capital gains taxes rise too. And also, if you have been watching the news recently from wherever you are in the world, it will have not escaped your notice that there are some food shortages in the UK, labour shortages and fuel shortages as well. So that's also a bad sign. Now, if you choose to invest in Manchester, where should you invest? Well, my 2 places are either the Manchester city centre, if you have a larger budget, because I think here there's going to be excellent growth in the future. So prices, I think, here will escalate in the future. Although the yields are not the best, but price appreciation, I think, will explode in the future. If you're on a more limited budget and you want higher rental yields, I would go for Salford. So here, prices are a lot cheaper and the rental yields are fantastic. The average rental yields here are about 7.5% to 8% gross, and you can't really go wrong with that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've liked this video, please do click the like button because it does help this video get out to more people on YouTube. If you like my channel in general, please do subscribe, and I'll see you very soon on the next video. Thank you and goodbye for today.